Hello everyone and welcome back to another Overwatch video. Well, today this is actually not going to be more of a quick play video, honestly. And the main reason is because I actually want to talk about my concerns for Season 8. Like, I think this season's alright. I don't think it's bad, I don't think it's necessarily good, but I just think it's alright. But the thing about the season, I think, is a big problem. Let me go to challenges so you don't have to hear that. One of the biggest problems with season 8, I believe, is that season 8 isn't isn't the best for a season, honestly. It's still fun. I still have fun with the Overwatch season 8. With Overwatch season 8, jeez. Anyways, I think this is one of the weaker seasons. I heard about season 5 being bad. I heard about season 4 was kind of bad at some extent. I really don't know. But I think one of the biggest problems with season 8 is that there's just nothing happening. The game mode, which like Battle of the Beast, it was alright how it was, but what overall just wasn't fun to some extent. It just wasn't what I like to call a fun side mode. Like all the co-op modes, all like the arcade, like new arcade modes and everything like that have been kind of awful. I'm not gonna lie. This is not saying that Overwatch 2 is still a bad game. The problem with Season 8, however, I find is that let's look at the Battle Pass. So the problem with Season 8, a lot of people are saying is the Battle Pass. And I think this Battle Pass is alright, but I can understand why people don't like it. Because first off, you get this many skins. Uh, so yeah, you get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skins in this battle pass and everything. You get a lot of. I don't know why I didn't have that before. I don't know why don't have this. Like that. Anyways, I think this battle pass was mediocre. I'm not gonna lie. The entire reason people hate this battle pass is because it just didn't have a lot of good stuff. Like yeah, you have good credits and you have stuff like good highlight intros. I think this is still like one of my favorite highlight intros right here. Everything. But another thing that's mostly an Overwatch problem is how they put this kind of stuff behind a paywall. Like they put this behind a paywall, and I think this skin looks cool, but the fact that it doesn't fit. This is more of an Overwatch problem. It doesn't fit with the overall. It fits with the overall theme, but then you have two. You have this skin and then Hazmat that just don't make sense, dude. Why are these skins in the seasonal thing? Why why are those in the seasonal thing? Like that's what I don't understand. Like this season, I feel like this battle pass I can agree is pretty weak. I think this battle pass was alright for what it was, but overall, season 8 has been a huge bust. And Mythic, I think this Mythic is cool. I think this Mythic is cool. I can understand why people don't like it, but for me personally, I like this Mythic. I think it looks pretty cool. But if you don't like it, if people don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it. As long I do have to agree that this is actually kind of better than the Hanzo Mythic because at least you get 4 color options. You get 4 color options, and they look pretty cool. I think the fire options look pretty cool. Winter Wonderland was interesting, I can say the least. And everything. But everything about it just. How can you advertise this and everything, but it just fails? Like, it just fails, man. I don't think this season has kind of been a slow one. It's just nothing really interesting is happening. Next, in like a few days or so, we will get a patch, and hopefully everything is fixed. Oh yeah, I want to talk about one thing that is on the mind, and that is Malga. This character is the epitome of pay to win garbage. You know how I think it's best to just go to the heroes. I think Malga is a good addition to Overwatch and everything, but jeez, man, I don't know what the developers were thinking when bringing him into the state of overpoweredness, but they did, and he has been dominating competitive a lot recently. I agree. I'm not saying the season is bad, but I don't think it was a good idea to buff Malga because when he was released, he was still like pretty weak, but he wasn't. It was a state like that still was pretty good, and then he got nerfed a bit, and I think that nerfing him was kind of a was like that incendiary ammo nerf was kind of big because hitting someone for 15 bullets instead of 10 was kind of for the fire effect was kind of I think that's kind of a bad nerf in a sense. Another thing is that this character gameplay wise is not the most interesting. You just shoot someone, either turn up your um uh one. You just turn up your cardiac overdrive, which reduce damage, heals damage, and heal by dealing damage, and then you overrun, and then you shoot again. Like that is kind of the most boring gameplay of all time. At least Orisa has interesting abilities. These abilities just help him become more of a tank and everything like that. I do understand why Blizzard buffed him, but at the same time, nerfing Malga they could have just not touched the incendiary ammo at all, and then everything would have been fine. And that's the problem. That's the problem with this right here. The automatic weapon that ignites enemies, and then you give him another weapon that deals critical damage to burning enemies. I don't know what they were thinking with that. And the worst part is his Berserker passive. He gains temporary health when dealing critical damage. Like, that's a big problem. Why? Because he's basically an unkillable tank. He's basically unkillable unless you have like an Ana, but if the team has a Kiriko, then that's not gonna happen. And plus, if you ever run into a Malga on quick play and don't have the character, this character is basically free to play. It is basically pay to win. Basically, I have had success with Malga, and it's honestly that's literally a Blizzard issue. But I'm not gonna lie, that was before Bobby Kotick left, and I just believe that I hope they can do better with new heroes because one of the things, for example, Ramattra was really broken on launch. I think like he wasn't like immediately broken. Like he wasn't like break type Overwatch break type of broken. He was good on release. Like he was very good. His annihilation would would be very strong. It would be one of the strongest ultimates in the entire game. But I just hope Blizzard can make a better new make characters not broken on release. And then people are like, but what about Life Weaver? I think a Life Weaver on release was a bad idea. Why didn't was a bad idea? Like, yeah, he was bad on release. Like, honestly, was one of the worst supports of all time because it was just he was a heal bot and he barely did any damage. His primary was he had the weakest primary out of all supports. And that's saying something, man. Everything about Overwatch 2 is about how the character is meta. And the fact that there is this is the meta tank. And everyone's like, "Oh, there's going to be someone that takes his place." There's always going to be something that takes Malga's place. Do I think Malga is a bad character? Not. He is very good. No, he is very good at dealing damage, knocking over enemies, and healing. And that is one of the three main reasons why Malga is so strong. And everything like that. And another thing is what I've always had a problem with is this right here. This is this is 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50, and this is 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. You have to get to 45 Battle Pass tiers just to get Malga for free. What kind of bullcrap is that, man? Why? Can't we just have the character for free? Like, seriously. That's just I find that really, really dumb. I do have other gripes, but I don't think they are like on topic for this video. I just think this is honestly one of the more boring seasons because nothing is really happening, man. Nothing is really happening, but thankfully Malga is getting nerfed, which I think is one of the better choices. But at the same time, they could have just not buffed him and left him in the current state that he was before. Because now everything is Malga v Malga, which is honestly so boring that I would rather play Rein than play Malga. At least Rein has fun tools. This is the epitome of a pay-to-win tank. Like, seriously, this is awful. I hope Blizzard can can understand that they shouldn't release heroes in a broken state. Venture is coming out, not coming out, but is going to be a free trial hero next season, I've heard. And I'm pretty excited for Venture because it's a character I've actually anticipated on playing. So, well, one of my most anticipated characters of all time is Venture because I think Venture will be a good DPS and very, very cool. Anyways, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Season 8 because honestly, I think this season has just been alright, just been mediocre at best. And I feel like Malga could have just been better, not been dominating this game. Like, that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people complain about Malga, is because he's been dominating this game. And if you do not have this hero, then it's over. Like, sure, okay, I did say... But, yeah, sure, you have Sigma. Sigma's, like, the only best bet. But then you have to do Malga v Malga. Junker Queen, Zarya, maybe? But Malga v Malga is, like, the only way you can beat a Malga. So, yeah. It's annoying, but he is going to get nerfed soon, which I am kind of glad about, so, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see more videos or reviews of other seasons before, let me know in the comments below, and I will do more seasons. Or I will review more seasons. The only seasons I have not played are Season 1 and Season 5 because Season 5 was at a dark time of Overwatch. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.